Hi, I'm Nettie from PartyFowl Pet Supplies over at Etsy, and today we are going to do a product rundown of a Deluxe open tail style diaper harness. This one here actually belongs to my duck Ming Mei. It is one of her favorites and it is well loved. This one might look a little different just because she had a little ruffle added onto her harness here. I'll talk about add-ons in a little more detail later. But these add-ons can be added to any deluxe style harness. So let's go through and talk about some of the key features of this item, so that way you know what you're getting when you purchase this item from us. Every single item in our shop is made by me using my Viking sewing machine or just by using my hands. I do have a partner named Alex, who is soon to be my husband, and he helps a lot by cutting things out and getting things ready for me and doing a lot of the administration work for me. But I do all of the sewing. So let's go through and let's start with the feature that makes a diaper harness a diaper harness. And what that is this nice big part down here at the bottom called the pouch. What the pouch does is it's big enough to hold the baby diaper. My ducks use size 2 or size 3. And all you have to do is just cut the baby diaper in half. I like to place the cut edge along the lip of the diaper harness. Pretty much it just kind of sticks in there like that. Some people like to take the tabs off, some people like to keep them on. It really depends on you and your duck. I know with my ducks they prefer to have them on, and they actually like to have them wrapped around their tails. So the way the pouch works is that it sits directly under your pet's vent. And it's not pressed up against your pet's bottom, but there's a little bit of space between their vent and the top of the diaper. And this allows for them to be able to go freely without getting too much of a mess on their feathers. Ducks can typically go a few times into a particular diaper insert before it needs to be changed, but you should always check your pet's bottom when it comes time to changing, just to make sure there is no poop stuck on the feathers. And if there is, just to wipe it off or to give them a good squirt, or let them take a bath, because sustaining poop on the feathers can cause health problems. So what the pouch is made of is a special blend of a nylon and of a stretchy spandex. And the reason we use this particular kind of fabric, and say not a cotton fabric or flannel or fleece fabric, is because it's very lightweight. It stretches in every direction, so it does help give a little bit when being wrapped around ducks. And it's also, if you could see it here, it also has some really cool prints. It's very similar to swimsuit material. That's probably the closest description of it. Like I said, it's very stretchy and it's very forgiving. And it also helps by wicking moisture away from your birds. So if you have a nice full diaper full of gross liquid stuff, what this material does is that if there's any on the material, it helps draw that liquid away from your pet. The similar fabrics are often used for workout clothes or yoga clothes to help wick moisture away from you to keep you more comfortable. This fabric is also pretty good at being breathable. We don't use cotton materials because those kinds of materials can hold heat in against their body. They're not very big, and they have limited ways of getting their excess heat out of their body. So we always recommend that the harness be made of something that is in fact breathable. So every pouch will have an elastic stretchy end here. This one has internal elastic. All deluxe harnesses that have elastic will have internal elastic. This means while making the harness, I put elastic along the inside here, so you get this nice little bunch for under their bottom. They also will have 2 tabs with Velcro on either side. And pretty much the one strap goes on the bottom, other strap goes on top. That Velcro there helps catch that pouch and holds it in place. And then one of the tabs has a buckle on it here, and that buckle then clips into the buckle on the bottom. This just helps secure the pouch to your pet's tail in the correct spot in order to collect the poop. Then attached to one of the tabs, the tab with the buckle, you will find the back strap. The back strap of all Deluxe harnesses is made of the same material as the pouch. The back strap has an adjuster, so that way the strap can be tightened or loosened depending on what your pet needs on that particular diapering day. It also has a leash attachment, and this is just a simple little D-ring that you can hook a leash to, and at the top will be the male end of a buckle. Moving on to the next set of straps. These are known as the belly straps and the neck loop. So these two straps will run along your pet's belly. They also have adjusters that can be adjusted up or down depending on if your pet has maybe lost a little weight in the winter or has gained a little weight because they're ready to lay. So these can be adjusted depending on your particular pet's weight fluctuations. And then the two belly straps come together to make the neck loop. This is the part of the harness that would go over your pet's head. And like I said, Ming Mei's here is a special one. It has a ruffle on it. The vast majority of harnesses will just not have this ruffle, but it will look the same way. At the top of the neck loop is a female end of a buckle. Pretty much, once you have the pouch wrapped around your duck's bottom, you would take your back strap and click it up into the top. Then you can adjust all of your adjusters, decide whether or not your pet likes to have their tail feathers pulled out or tucked in, or whether or not they prefer you to pull out their wings and untuck them, or if they like to do it themselves. So these harnesses I started making over 5 years ago. I actually have some of the harnesses that I first made and they still work. I know there's many out there who have had harnesses made by one of my shops that still work to this day. If you take good care of them, especially by hand washing and allowing to air dry, these can last a long time. They do get a little stretchy, a little stretched out over the years, but to help prevent that stretching, it's best to put your harness, to wash your harness basically in your bathroom sink with just a little bit of hand soap, just to swish it out and just to clean it off. Rinse it and then allow it to dry with not hanging. If you hang it to dry, that weight will kind of pull the whole harness down, and that could potentially stretch out your straps over time. But if you open up your harness all the way and place it on like a sweater drying rack or a towel and let it lay flat, you guys can't really see it too much there, but letting it allowed to dry laying flat like that will keep your harness in good condition for the most amount of time. If you have any more questions about diaper harnesses, you can feel free to contact us through Etsy, and we will try to get to your questions as soon as possible. Please feel free to check out our Google Drive with all of our interesting articles. You can also find more in-depth instructions on how to put one of these harnesses on your pet. And if you look over YouTube, there are also instructional videos where we show you how to put various products onto our pets. We hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.